The following videos will introduce you to sculpting facial anatomy in the Romanesque Greek style.
In this video, we're going to be creating the Greek style mouth with Dynatope set at 60 for detail. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll grab the crease brush and we'll just start outlining our mouth shape. There we go. Just trying to get that groove. I'm making it relatively deep. And then we'll go to the draw brush, and then with control, we're going to push it back. So I'm just pushing this back. I'm also going to end up bringing the top forward as well, but I'm just making a gap. We'll be putting it back in, don't worry. So now I'm going to build up the top lip. Just pulling that out a bit, because obviously your mouth does protrude further out. And I'm just putting the Cupid's bow in. I'm just going to keep adding and shaping. I'm doing a little bit of smoothing as well. Then I'm going to select clay strips and I'm going to build this up. You can see I'm building up the lip. And I'll also be building up some of the tendons underneath it eventually. Just smoothing, building it up. So now I'm putting in those muscles. These are all important parts of the mouth, because obviously there's a lot of muscles that are at play, helping you to create your smiles and all sorts. So I'm just building that up, and I'm obviously building up the bottom lip before I work on the chin layer. So I'm just going to try and work on that lip. I'm just using the clay strips and then smoothing. So I'm going to use the draw brush. I'll grab the crease. I'll just add a little bit more in there. Just get that crease back in. I'm just going to draw and put more of a lip in. I'm going to add to this too and then smooth it. Now let's work on the chin and get that coming out, because obviously he's not got much of a chin at the moment. I'm going to go back to the crease and I'm just going to try and work on the corner of the mouth now. Just pull that down a bit because it's kind of gone up. You know what, I think I will undo that. And I'm going to change the radius of the brush a little bit. And pinch him out as well. There we go, that's a bit better now. And then a bit more smoothing. I'm going to use a scrape tool because you get that kind of flat bit under the mouth. Then I'm going to grab the pinch and just pinch this in a little bit. And I'm going to draw. Oh, you know, I'll go to scrape. I'll just scrape a little bit off there. There we go. Getting more of a pronounced lip now. Pull that a little bit more. Pull that down a little bit. Want the mouth to meet. Just smooth that a little bit. So I'm holding shift, remember, when I'm smoothing. I'm going to use the snake hook now to try and just pull things out, because obviously in the side view it doesn't look good at the moment. Now I'm going to go to the grab brush as well. I'm just going to pull things back and pull things forward until I'm happy with it. Go, it's a bit better already. Let's work on that chin. The draw brush I'm using now, just pulling that chin out. It's looking a bit better now. A little bit of smoothing there. And then I'm going to go to the crease and I'm holding control just to actually make a sharp edge instead of a gouge. I'm going to also hold control to put some sharp edges on the bottom lip as well, just so that you can see there's a slight difference. And now I'm just using the grab tool and pulling the sides of the mouth back. I'm just using the grab tool just to get this shaped how I want it. I'm just doing a little bit of smoothing there. So this is getting better. This is more like what I'm looking for. Just going to grab it and pull it up a little bit. bit too far down. Just going to raise that lip up. And then I'm just going to pinch that as well. And use the grab to pull it down. And now I'm going to do a bit of smoothing again. Just around here. And then I'm back on the draw brush. Okay, and then I'm just trying to figure out what I'm doing, so I'm just going to pull that down a little bit. And go back with the crease brush. And then I'm just going to put some details under the chin, just for those muscles that run into there. And then I'm just going to work on around here as well. Work on this chin. Just widen it a little bit, fill it out a bit more. Still adding little bits, lots of little adjustments at the moment. You see I'm just drawing and filling these lips in a bit more. Just smoothing there. So it's getting a bit better now. Maybe a little bit narrow, so just grab those corners and just pull that out. And I'll just pull it up a little bit as well. Just pull them down in a bit. It's looking better. Whoops. And then I'll go to the draw brush. And I'll use the crease brush and I'll just add some creases down here, some natural sort of creases, because obviously you generally get those creases down there from your nose and they just sort of run around your mouth, certainly as you get a bit older anyway. Just trying to add a few different creases in just to make the face a little bit more interesting. I'm just going to draw that in, just to add a little bit of filler. Yeah, and I'm just checking it out and looking around now. Yeah, I'm just gonna take these parts in just to make the cheeks more pronounced. Yeah, that's better. A bit of smoothing. Yeah, and then I'll just pull these parts out here. Yeah, just make that a little bit more interesting. And I'm going to use a grab brush. I'm just going to work on the jaw. I think the positioning of the jaw is maybe just a little bit too wide, so I'm just going to pull that in a little bit. That's better. And I'm going to grab these cheeks as well and just raise them up a little. Just minor adjustments all round really. Just pulling that in a little bit. I'm just going to make that chin a little bit longer. Just pulling that down. It's got quite the chiseled jawline now. That's it. I'm just going to use the draw tool and just add a little bit under there. Just some fine details. Grab the pinch brush again. This is looking better. We've got the grab tool. Just pull it out a little bit. Pull it down. Pull it up. Just making some small changes to the nose now. As you can see, once you actually have obviously the mouth and the nose and the eyes, it's then easier to sort of make decisions on your character's form and shape. Just doing a little bit of smoothing around there, and then a little bit of building. Just going to add a bit more of a crease there to the eyes. Just small adjustments. And then I'm just going to do a little bit of smoothing. I'm going to grab and just pull that. I just want to get that top lip showing a bit more of the actual like lips skin. So that's why I'm pulling that up there. I'm gonna use the crease again. It's always good to step back and have a look. I just want to increase that and smooth that down a bit. Yeah, the character's looking much better now. The face is, or the mouth should I say, is suiting the rest of the face a bit more, and I really like the lines as well, adding a little bit of age. I'm just trying to carve out the features around the, or underneath the cheeks, just to give you those really protruding cheeks, making the character look a lot more interesting. So I'm just selecting the crease tool again, holding control to sharpen up that bottom lip, and I'll do the same for the top probably as well. Just, actually, you know what, I will just plump them out a little bit more. That's better. I think there's enough of a crease on top, so just plumping the cheeks. So I'm just going to add a little bit more. Crease that, yeah. And I'm going to add some creases into the lips, because obviously your lips are never totally smooth. Obviously you could add more detail in this, but it's just the little bits that just help bring the character's face to life a bit more, is adding the little details like the creases and things like that. So it's a nice idea to just add those in. So I'm doing the same, I'm just creasing there. Do a bit more creasing here. That's better. Already looks more realistic. I'm going to go back to the grab tool and just pull these out a little bit. I'm not quite happy with the corners of the mouth. We're getting there though, we're really close to the finished article now. I always like to take a step back and take a look and just try and see what's maybe not quite right. So I'm just a little bit worried about the head and the eyebrows, so I'm just going to add a little bit more to there. Just try to treat it in the correct ways. I'm going to go back to the grab tool and just pull that mouth out and round. There we go. It's looking better. Take a look around, left to right. It's always a great idea, as I've said before in other tutorials, take a look, just take a step back to have a look. And now I'm going to draw in a bit more to that chin. It's better. Just gonna add just a tiny bit to the cheeks there. Small adjustments now because we're much closer to what we're looking for, and I just want to add just minor adjustments, because even the tiniest adjustments to a face make huge differences. So once you've got the general idea, it's all then just tiny little nuances. I'm just going to go back to the grab tool. I'm just going to make some subtle adjustments. Just pull those cheeks in slightly. Better. Yeah, I think that's a little bit better. Yeah, so we're pretty much here now. We're pretty much at the finished article. So the only part after this really is to put the ears on, and then that will be the final video. As you can see, we've got a lovely classical Greek mouth. I've had to make quite a lot of adjustments. There's been moments where I've had to step back and really look at it, but as you can see, I think we've got a really nice result now, and I'll look forward to meeting you in the next video.